So last month, I got the opportunity to work on my YouTube channel full time. I was let go. After a year and a half, I'm so excited for everything that I'll be able to do. I've been this path before, and now I can do things differently. So many projects, short films. And in typical me fashion, I got overwhelmed by the amount of things that I had to do. I just froze. And because of the amount of things that I had to do, I got anxious and I just did nothing for a real long time. I became exhausted, and most of the days, too much time passed to just start.
Good morning. My plan was to wake up at 6:30, eat cereal, and take him to the park. But it's 7:30 now, and I want to give up entirely.
So I was gonna go to the library, but it's 2:30 now, and I have to be back here at 5. So really, what's the point, you know? I didn't do shit today. I spent 2 hours on YouTube Shorts.
Sometimes a change of scenery can do wonders for your focus and your productivity. A study from the University of California showed that alternating between different types of tasks and environments can help people stay engaged and maintain focus. Different environments can help stimulate creativity, reduce boredom.
Well, let's start easy. At home. This is the part where I wish I could tell you that everything went as planned. I got my setup, I got my coffee, I got the flow going. Nope, man. Trying to be productive at home was by far the most challenging part. Like, just the starting. Once I started, things would snowball into action, but just the starting, it was kind of crazy. Most of the time that I was fighting with myself, it was not fun, it was frustrating, and I felt like an idiot because I would finally be ready to start at like 3 p.m. and I have to walk my dog at 6, so why even bother, you know? This is what I wanted to do for the longest time. Be a creative. Listen to ambulances. Have the time to write, edit, edit anything. Just be creative. Now I do. I have for the past month. And have I done it? No. 95% of the time, I struggle. I'm struggling to start. I'm struggling to just keep my attention, to just do anything. That's ridiculous. I don't want to say that I hate myself, but I kind of hate my brain. I already have self-esteem issues, so every little failure knocks me down entirely. And funny thing about that is that my dumb ass would do anything to not feel shitty. I would procrastinate, I would play games, I would watch TV, anything to just take my mind off of it. But the funny thing is that by doing that, in the background, my brain was still feeling anxious and feeling bad and just working overtime. And the one thing that would stop me from feeling shitty was the thing that I could not start. So I was caught in this Groundhog Day, not even, this stupid cycle, a loop, or whatever you want to call it. It was annoying and it was shitty. It was still is sometimes. It's still a little hard for me to start, but it's getting better. And I figured out that I would just do those other things because they were instant dopamine hits. Watching TV, boom, playing games constantly, right? But the thing that I needed to do was hard work. It would take time. Most of the times, things would not work out. I would run into problems constantly, have to troubleshoot, or my brain wouldn't work and I needed to write a script and it just nothing was working, and it was really frustrating. So games and TV were easy. But the one thing that made me really happy is that once and I managed to start, right? I got going. The snowball effect was awesome. I felt great. I was getting things done left and right, and I even got the urge to clean around my home, which would have been possible if I wasn't at home. And even the eating, apparently, if you have to work from home, you should have a workspace specifically for work. You shouldn't eat there, you shouldn't play games there, you shouldn't watch TV, you should just be for work. And that happened to my brain. It's 2:30 p.m. and I haven't eaten yet, and I think I should probably go eat. But something that I thought was funny is that when I was thinking about, oh my god, I should go eat, I thought, I don't want to eat here. I'm gonna show you the setup later. I want to go to the sofa, couch, whatever you call it, and eat there because I feel like this is my space for productivity, and it would be wrong to eat here. Also, I don't have any space. That's why. Okay, so life hack. In order for you to not get used to eating and lounging in your work area, just have nowhere to put your plate. At home, you can do these things, right? You can play video games, you can watch videos, you can watch TV, you can do hours, and you can just keep scrolling forever. But in public, it's another story. You can't do any of those things. You have to behave like an actual human being who is not weird or odd. So picking on my hair, picking on my skin, doing weird dances, just scrolling, like that's not acceptable public behavior. I think that's how you say words in the structure. I don't know. Because I was in public, I did get a lot of things done. The view was dope. And I think it was like a neutral. If I had to choose, it was like a neutral zone. It was fine for what it was. So I used to come to this place with my friends after school and before church. I'm not even gonna try to explain that, but that's how it rolled. That's how it was. It's kind of bittersweet to be here after all these years. I think I lost contact with almost everybody, and it's almost sad to know that those carefree times are gone. I'm an adult now. I am legally an adult now. I do not identify with my age, is what I'm trying to say. I was at that Starbucks, and first day of Starbucks, the verdict is it's a lot better. For sure, because I am in public, I'm more conscious of when I'm picking on my hair. I did it, I think, like 3 times, but like not going very deep into it, just casually, stroking like this. And there was a time when I just wanted to give up again. I was like, oh my god, this is not working. I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing is complete chaos. And I just couldn't go to my bed. I couldn't just lay down because I was in public and I was sitting on the table. Can't do those things. The most that I could do was just lean like this and be sad. But then I had to go right back to work because I used that time to think instead of just being like, oh, because I was in public. So I think one, the ambiance helps, and the public pressure. Actually, no one cares about you. Like, people are not judging you. It's just the feeling that I should probably behave like a normal human being in public. That stays with you. So I think it helps. I think it helped a lot. I got more work done in less than 2 hours than I have in a week. So far, Starbucks. I just got back from Starbucks. Dude, you should have seen me. I was getting things done left and right. I got so much done in just 4 hours. Crazy. I didn't actually know I could get so much done in just 4 hours. I finished most of my editing projects. I just have to check the sound because in the busy environment you just can't tell what's happening. At some point I was like, okay, what else is there to do? I set up a Notion page to keep track of my projects. Crazy. I got so much done in such a small amount of time, and there were times that I was picking on my hair and stuff like that, but then I was like self-conscious because there were people around. So I stopped. Even when I was having lunch, I didn't even go to watch something stupid or some sitcom. No, I watched the difference between the short film version and the feature film version of Whiplash. And I learned about color grading, camera movement, and everything that makes a short film, and the differences between short film and a feature film. I, I got so much done. I'm so happy. So after this experiment that I did on myself, I'm really glad that I did it. I highly recommend it. The conclusion is that the spaces really did affect my productivity, my mental health, my mental state. It's really interesting. So for the past month, I got the opportunity to work on my YouTube channel. But that work, a lot of the times, is very solitary. You're editing, you're filming by yourself. And I do have to wonder how this experiment would go with people who do have other people around all the time. Maybe it's a office space, or I don't know, with people who have a healthy relationship with other people, not some weirdo who is alone all the time. Because the most productive spaces for me were the ones where there were a lot of people. At home, it was doable. In the library, it was very quiet. But at a coffee shop, man, I love the vibe. I love the smell of coffee. The coffee on itself just made everything so energetic. And because I had other people in proximity to myself also working, I felt like it was like in a nurturing environment for work. And again, because I was in public, I couldn't do all the weird things that I do at home, and I refrained from watching videos as much as I could because of the public. So if we're ranking them, my top choice would be a coffee shop, the best one, energetic, love the vibe, coffee, I can order food whenever I need, great. Also for snacking, ooh. Also the smell of coffee, oh, love it. The second one is the library. It's fine. It was a neutral place. I got a lot of work done, but I miss the work vibe. And lastly, of course, home. So my recommendations to myself is find a place where there are people around that are also working, and ideally you have some sort of stimuli. Also, I have this thing where I can focus really hard on something if there are other things trying to distract me. And it's weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like if there are many things going on at the same time, I'm very good at focusing on one thing only. But if there isn't this fire in my brain, I constantly get distracted by my own thoughts, my skin, my hair. So fighting for the focus in a coffee shop where they're constantly grinding beans. There are people there just talking super loudly, and I have to put on my headphones and just focus super hard on the thing that I'm trying to think about or accomplish or understand from a video, from a seminar or whatever. That helps a lot, and I don't know what that means. I know it's not ADHD, so what is that? It was an interesting experiment, and I did learn a lot about my brain and how it works. And I'm pretty sure I can train it like a dog with a lot of treats and positive reinforcements. Like, I'm pretty sure. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I don't think I'm gonna be changing the outro. Well, bye.